I'm E.H. Howard, and welcome to this basics video on feedback and critique. All right, and if you're in the business of small business, which we all are, you probably get a lot of input and feedback from people who are simply trying to help. At least that's the guise that they put it under, that they're trying to help you be better. The problem with critique sometimes is a problem with people giving you critique, and probably with feedback in general, is I'm just going to throw this out here at the beginning so we can kind of get it out of the way. You are not going to please all of the people all of the time. That is the general rule and understanding of everything. People are not going to always be happy with everything that you do. And with that being said, what you really need to consider when you're getting feedback and critique is the source, all right? And we're going to talk about that a little bit further into the video, but just put that out there for right now, that just put that out there for a little bit, that we're going to need to come back and visit it. Who is giving us the feedback? What is their motivation, and all of that, all right? So when it comes to feedback and critique, you have that's two. You have three options. When it comes to getting the feedback, you can take it all in. You can listen to everything that this person says, take it all in, really take it in part of your life, and okay, I'm going to make every change that this person thinks I should make, and hopefully that will make things better. Hopefully that will improve the product, the offering, the advertising, whatever it is you're doing. Hopefully that will be enough to improve it to a point where everybody will like it. That's option one. Option two is the complete opposite. You can take none of it and tell them to go F themselves. And then there's a middle road option, which is you take the feedback that you agree with and you throw out the stuff you don't agree with, all right? And that's usually where I land on feedback, all right? Again, depending on who's giving the feedback. But I'm getting ahead of myself once again. So where I usually fall is I'll take some of the things that I think is valid. And if you're getting feedback from somebody, you pretty much inherently know. You're kind of like, yeah, I was feeling that way too. And now that I'm hearing you say it, yeah, I kind of get what you're saying. I agree with you. It is a little, the colors are a little off, the flavors off, whatever it is, all right? That's usually what I do, as I kind of sit back and I think, what about it is right? They think it's too red. Like, one of the things when I used to do design all the time was, one of my favorite things I used to get asked a lot, and again, this has multiple levels to it, is that's not the red that I thought you would send me. I don't know what that means. I still, all these years, don't know what that means. And that feedback came from a place of taste, okay? Like, they weren't sure what the red was. I don't even know really what they were looking for. But again, that feedback comes, are you looking at it from a device that has the brightness turned down so all the colors seem dark? Do you have the brightness turned all the way up? Do your setting, whatever, are you looking at it in a bright room? Are you looking, where are you looking at it? What are you assessing it? How are you assessing it becomes a huge factor in that. Okay, well, if this wasn't what you wanted, we need to make sure that, again, if we're going to compare apples to apples, it's got to be all apples. So you need to make sure that your settings are the same. And so typically when I would send people work, I would okay, you need to make sure that your screen bright is fully up. You need to make, here's how to really assess this work. The other side of it is, then you can take some stuff and you'd be like, I kind of see where they're coming from with that. I kind of get it. But at the same time, I'm like, yeah, no, that's just too much work to fix that. If more people come to me and say, I don't like this, then I'll consider it. But at this point, it doesn't make sense for me to go and completely change everything for this one little thing that in the end probably doesn't have any bearing on anything. So that's kind of the middle ground. Not clearly, obviously, the other ground is, screw off. I'm not listening to a word you're saying, or taking it all in and changing everything. Now, I am not an advocate, even if a teacher tells you or a client tells you, change the entire thing, change everything, get it out of here, I don't like it. Because those are usually gut reactions, and they're coming from a place of they don't typically have the words to put into what they're really thinking, what they're really assessing, how to really express that. So they're kind of just kind of fumbling and walking around. And so if that kind of happens, I would tend to say, okay, well, let's take a moment here. Let's step back. What is it you don't like? Is it the color you don't like? Is it the typeface you don't like? And again, you can apply this to what, like, even food. Was it that you didn't like the corn tortillas and you really wanted flour tortillas? Is it that it wasn't spicy enough, it was too spicy? So take whatever it is they're giving you the feedback on, and then break it down to its component parts to really figure out. It's not everything that they hate. They just don't understand how to explain it to you in a way that makes sense, that kind of really narrows it down, and that you can kind of get some teeth on it. And if saying all of it stinks doesn't help me, I need tangible things. I need to be able to say, okay, well, if it's the spicy in the taco, then I need to maybe kick that down, or I need to, if it's not spicy enough, kick the spice up. If there's not enough of this or that, we need, in order to make changes to things, tangibles, realistic things that we can put our thumb on and say, okay, I get it. This is why you're reacting that way. I see it. Let me take that out of the equation and move on. Okay, so that's part of the taking it all and none of it all. So it's kind of, everybody pretty much kind of knows that. Now, where things come into a real challenge area is you need to really figure out who is giving you the feedback, all right? The why is not necessarily important. A problem child giving you feedback is probably going to 9 times out of 10 be completely change it all, I hate it, you're the worst person on the planet. That's a problem child. You're going to take that feedback with a huge grain of salt, all right? Because it's like, well, they clearly have an axe to grind. They're just having a bad day. They're pissed off. They're mad at something else, whatever it is. It has nothing to really do with what we're doing at hand here. If a super fan comes and gives you feedback, the problem with the super fan is they're a super fan. They love everything that you do. They think you're amazing. They can't get enough of you. So everything is going to be, it's like when I was a kid, and any of you that are creative or made any kind of things like cooking or made anything when you were younger, you would take it and you would show your parents or your best friends or whatever, and you'd be like, what do you think? What do you think? And you were desperate for some feedback, something that you could sink your teeth in, like, oh, you need to fix this, try this, experiment with that. And all you would get from the people that cared about you was, oh, that's really pretty. Oh, that tastes really good. Oh, you did a good job. Yay. That doesn't help me. It doesn't help me in any way, shape, or form. And again, those super fans, those people who love us, they are always good because they want to help us. They want to build us up. They want to make sure that they're giving us the support that they think we need. And that's fine. That's great. It's an awesome thing, because every once in a while, I will send something to somebody that I really, as a super fan, and be like, what do you think? Just because I need sometimes that feedback. And there's nothing wrong with that, all right? Put it in the comments if you think there is. But there's nothing wrong with every once in a while stroking your ego. The person that we need to be the most concerned about, though, the person that is most important in this whole scenario is the casual consumer, all right? They are the people that we want to convert into super fans. We want to make them loyal consumers. We want to get them to be part of the tribe, and we need to listen to what they're saying, okay? Because if they are saying things, this isn't working for me, I don't like the way this goes, that is valid feedback, because that is the source of the people that we really want to change their minds. We really want to get them into the fold. We want them to be part of the community. So if they're saying to us, this isn't speaking to me in the way I thought it was, I don't like the flavors, then we need to listen to them, okay? But I would also caveat that with, you need to follow through. You just can't say, well, I don't like it, because you got to get those probing questions in there for them so that you can really get to the heart of the problem. Is it this tiny little thing in the bottom that maybe Mary just doesn't like spice, okay? Like my mother-in-law, she doesn't like spice. She's completely bland, whereas I'm the completely opposite. There can't be enough spice or hot sauce or anything on something So to get our opinions, you're going to get two opposite sides. Break it down. The food might be great. The total, like, I love the way the food was prepared. I love the way it was cooked, etc., etc. But I didn't think it was spicy enough. She thought it was too spicy. You know what I mean? So that's, again, you can kind of come into that with like, well, you know, am I catering towards the spicier tastes, or am I catering towards the more bland taste? You know, like, so couch your feedback and kind of really delve into it so that you can kind of figure out exactly what that person's, I don't want to say issues there, but it's their issue. They have some issues with the food, whatever it is you're offering them, and their feedback is incredibly valuable. They are the people that we really want to listen to and the people that we really want to speak to. All right. Now, as always, there's going to be a little bit of worksheet attached to the bottom of this. Because this is a business basic, it's going to be a free worksheet, so feel free to download that. I think that's everything. I think I've covered everything on the basics as far as feedback. You are going to get, again, consider the source, because you're always going to get, especially on social media, you are going to get people that just kind of are like, I'm having a bad day, so I'm going to be a troll, and I'm going to get out there and I'm going to like annoy and harass people. You might get some like bots. Just consider the source. Usually on social media, I'm of the take none of it feedback. I'm like, yeah, screw you. I don't even know you. Why would I trust your opinion? You know, like and that's the other side of it is, which I did forget to mention, is how well you know the person. Is this a person that is just walked off the street, and decides that because for whatever reason they're going to give you feedback, I don't know you. I don't know you from Adam. I don't know, and I will never see you again. So why do I care, A, what you think, and B, why am I going to change everything in my business to satisfy somebody who just literally walked off the street and I will never see again? So keep that in the back of your mind too, all right? So with feedback and critique, just kind of really figure out, A, the source, what it's doing, what its goal is. Are they really trying to help you, or are they really trying to just tear you down? There was one last thing that just went through my head about it, and I can't remember what it was, but I will write it in the comments below if I think of it. Other than that, this has been the basics video on feedback and critique. I hope you got something out of it. If you did, like and subscribe below. Follow me on social media. I'm E.H. Howard literally everywhere. If you're seeing this on the website, make sure you explore the other basics. If you're not, come to basics.ehhoward.com today, and you can look at more basics that cover everything from general business to sales and marketing, design, social media, you name it. And every week, I'm adding more and more content to everything. So it's like, it's just a content machine. All right, I will see you in the next video. Bye.